Welcome back. Right here on this Monday morning. I almost forgot what day of the week it was, Lauren, but that's okay. Old Bakery Beer Company is celebrating 10 years. That is wild to think about. It's been a quick ride already, I'm sure, Lauren, but you guys are just getting started. Congratulations on the 10-year mark. And number one, how are you feeling today?
Thanks so much. Tired.
You guys have had a lot of events going on lately.
Yeah, we're full of events all the time. You know, we had several new markets and things like that happen earlier in the year. We just celebrated Robert Wadlow's birthday party, which is always a great time. And we have our anniversary festival coming up later this month.
It's going to be exciting. Now, let's go right into the anniversary festival. What date is that, and when can we be a part of it?
Yeah, so it's on Sunday, March 23rd. It's our annual beer tasting festival, Buzzed Beer Festival. It's kind of grown and changed over the years to not just be beer. It's all sorts of different local craft beverage producers. So there's non-alcoholic products, spirits, mead, cider, and beer. So all sorts of things to taste there. We've always done it as a little bit of a fundraiser for the local Piasa Palisades Sierra Club. And the reason it's Buzzed Beer Festival is because we also like to, highlight the importance of pollinators to really all of our food system, but, it's also important for beer. So we ask all of the participating beverage producers to bring at least one beverage that includes an insect pollinated ingredient.
Wow.
So in reality, that's any flowers or fruit, vanilla, different things like that all require insect pollination. So it's, paying back a little bit of that to Sierra Club that then they can use to start local pollinator gardens and do pollinator related education. So that's kind of the gist of the event. And of course, this being our 10th year, we're excited that it is officially our 10th anniversary and it'll be an extra special day. You buy a ticket. Tickets are $35 and it gets you tasting at the event from all the different beverage producers. We have live music from Lofty's Comet that day. And
he's great. That's a great band. That's a great thing.
Yeah, they're really great. And, their drummer, Oliver, works with us in our kitchen. He's one of our kitchen managers. And we've been having them at Buzz Beer Festival for the last few years, and they've done a great job. We always enjoy what they add to the event.
Well, and on top of that, too, you're already offering some exciting new stuff to kind of commemorate this 10-year anniversary. I know that there's brunch service and some updates coming along the way. Where do you want to start at with this?
Well, I'll just start rambling on, and then you can tell me if I went in the right direction or not.
That's kind of what I normally do, Lauren. I just kind of ramble and hope for the best. But, so you guys are offering this edition of brunch. Is it full-time, or is this going to be select days?
So brunch is every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 11:30. We started it a few weeks ago, so we've really got the cart rolling. We feel like we know what we're doing. We've got our test days under us, and it's been really great. We've had a lot of return customers already, a lot of really great feedback of that. But we have a lot of your kind of brunch classics like biscuits and gravy and avocado toast and various breakfast sandwiches. All of that kind of delicious, comforting brunch food. And of course, we have great beer and cocktails to pair it with.
You really do. So that's what I was excited about, too, because you really do have a lineup that's paired with every time of day. And I mean that in like the best way possible. It's not a patronizing thing. It's so cool to kind of see that, because no matter if it's 11 o'clock in the morning and I want kind of I hate to say it, but a breakfast beer, we all have one of those every once in a while, or, or if it's 2 or 3 in the afternoon, or if it's 6 o'clock at night and I'm eating dinner, there's something for everybody throughout the day.
Yeah, exactly. Especially for these brunchy moments. We have a lot of kind of fruitier, light beers that pair really well with brunch. And we also serve a beer mosa on the menu. So that's a little bit of orange juice mixed with your beer. It's honestly one of my favorites. We do it as like our kind of staple version is with our citrus wheat beer, but I love it with the blueberry beer. It's just a really nice and slightly, lighter alcohol way to kind of start the day.
I like it. See, exactly. And that way my stomach's not hurting by noon. You know, I don't have a bloated
Yeah.
stomach or belly and life's still looking good, you know?
Exactly. But of course we have all the classics. We've got Bloody Marys and mimosas and that sort of thing too, you know, using really high quality Florida orange juice. And we also have a Bloody Martini, which is a really fun thing to put together. It's a really refreshing take on a Bloody Mary. It's got some of the Bloody Mary mix in it, but then it has pickle brine and pickled tomato brine, as well as the vodka in there, all shaken up and strained. It's really good. You should give it a try if you're like a pickle fan. It's really hits that note.
See, I don't get me started on that because I might be down there. It's 75 degrees all week. You know, I can't not take that opportunity and go, you know, and I'll just say it's like a show recon mission. So that way I'm still kind of, you know, working.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, hey, also, what about this new mural? Do you have a new mural?
Oh, so sorry, it took me a second to think. We have so many murals. It took me a minute to think about.
You know what? That's a fair point.
One.
That was on CJ. That was a bad question.
So we have been making some upgrades to our private event space. You know, we have a great private space that seats up to 100 people. We host all sorts of events there, meetings and wedding receptions, birthday parties, bridal showers, everything. But we left a space very, you know, we left it alone a lot, like we have with a lot of the building, to just really show through like its historic nature. But we decided to add a little bit of special touches to it this past, you know, year and these past few months. So we added a couple of different murals in that space. They're really clean, tasteful murals that can go with any sort of event decoration style, but they just kind of take the space up a notch. I call it like an artsy industrial vibe, I think is what we're going for in there.
There you go. I love it. Well, and now, are you guys booked up or are you still available for bookings?
We are still available for bookings. We do still have some Saturdays available for this year if people are looking. And we love hosting things, you know, throughout the week, any day of the week. We have all of our information. We're really easy to book, very transparent with our prices. So all the information is on our website at oldbakerybeer.com/events for anyone who's looking to host an event.
And also on top of that, for folks that just want to go out and be a part of your events, you're expanding the Makers Market series this year, correct?
We are. We already have a few of those under our belts already, but we have a really large lineup. You know, already this year we had our Meow Market, which was a give back for local Meow Town. We had a Pokemon Market. We had a new Books and Brews Market with local authors. But still coming up this year, we have Riverbend Earth Day will be our next one coming up on April 19th. So mark your calendars for that. That's always our biggest event of the year. We also have our Bark Market coming up in July. Cool. Hope Animal Rescues will be the beneficiary of that one. So we'll have all like dog themed items. So dog art made by local vendors, you know, custom leashes, all sorts of different things for your dog and about dogs. And you'll be able to give back to Hope Animal Rescues at the same time. So that's a great one coming up. And then we have our Pride Market, our Halloween Market, and our great lineup of holiday shopping markets throughout November and December.
Well, and those are just something that everyone kind of at this point in time seems like they're marking the calendar for too. And I think that's what's really great is to see kind of your evolution as a community incubator in so many ways, Lauren. And that's why I'm glad to talk with you about this now, because over a decade in the community, I mean, I'm just reading some of the $75,000 in cash donations through local nonprofits through that Drink for a Cause program. And there's so many other blood drives and community drives. But really, you know, is that community aspect a huge notion for you guys at Old Bakery? Is that something that keeps you guys going and really kind of is part of the mission? Or is that something that just kind of happened along the way?
No, I think it's been a really, you know, intentional part of our mission since we opened. We wanted to be able to give back to our community, both through actual, you know, in-kind donations and cash donations, but also just in being really a community gathering space. You know, we host all sorts of different events for local organizations. Sierra Club has been having a monthly lecture series for years in our event space. As you mentioned, we host blood drives every other month. We host all sorts of different events, and we have kind of honed in on wanting to give back to kind of the small artists in our community as well with our makers markets. So they're all pay what you can. You know, we want to have a really low price of entry for those so that anyone, no matter their situation, is able to kind of join us for an afternoon and show the world their art and hopefully make some sales.
Well, and on top of that too, you know, it seems like it's really becoming a thing people are looking forward to. Like they want to be there. You know, it's not one of those where it's like, okay, well, if I'm available that weekend, I'll be out there to, you know, sell. It's something that they're reaching out for and actively doing. And what do you attribute that to? Is it just the kind of community that you've created at Old Bakery? Is it, you know, the competitive pricing? Because it seems like the people love this when they go shopping.
You know, I actually think that both for the vendors and the people attending, that doing the themed markets has really helped because you know you're going to go and find something that you like. Like if you're really into Pokemon, then what's not to like, you know?
Right.
You know, you're going to show up and find things, find people who have similar interests to you. So I feel like it's just as much about like building community and being like with people who enjoy the same things as you as it is about just shopping and supporting local art. So that's why we've kind of continued to increase the very kind of specifically niche markets over the years too. Our Books and Brews was great, and to give people the opportunity to get to know local authors in their community, I think was really fun for people to even see how many people locally are out there actually writing books and putting their work out there. So I think it is just as much about that, just kind of building community, finding like-minded people, as well as shopping.
And well, looking ahead, Lauren, you know, it's been 10 years. Do you guys have any thoughts on what, I'm not going to ask you what 10 years looks like from now because that's just not fair. But anything coming down the pipeline this year in terms of just, expanding your partnerships with, you know, some of your beverage providers or distributors, or is it adding a little bit more to the business as a whole? Is there anything you want to share with us today about it?
You know, we're really lucky to have several, you know, collaborative partnerships. We, you know, can CBD seltzer water for Moondrops. We can a maple coffee cold brew for Germania. We've partnered with Flourish Farmstead on our Herbarium sparkling tea brand. And now Fuddle Duddle Coffee is going to be using our space for roasting and selling the beans at the brewery. So we're really excited to continue those partnerships and potentially grow those and just be really a hub for anyone in our area wanting to expand their own beverage businesses. We're excited to be a part of that. And I think really we're kind of just planning on honing in and focusing on what we do well and continuing to do it as well as we possibly can while giving back to our community and creating a really welcoming and respectful place for our guests and our employees.
100%. And Lauren, before I let you go, let's talk about the Buzzed Beer Festival. This is going to be the 10th anniversary celebration extravaganza, March 21st. Third. Dang it, I was almost right.
You almost got it.
That's why I don't do anything without papers in front of me anymore. March 23rd, this is going to be a great opportunity. If you could fill us in on all the great details again before we say so long for now.
Yep, March 23rd, you'll have 4 hours of tasting and live music. We'll have a small specialty food menu available for sale on that date, giving back to the local Payasad Palisades Sierra Club. But overall, there will be over 50 different beverages that you can sample from, again, with a really wide range from non-alcoholic to mead, to seltzer, to cider, to beer and spirits. So all different sorts of things to enjoy and taste and find a new favorite on that day. Tickets are $35, or we do have a designated driver ticket available for $10. And of course, we have a very cute custom glass, commemorative glass that you'll get with your ticket with the price of entry on that day. So those are very popular to collect and commemorating our 10th anniversary with that glass this year. And tickets are available now. You can find those on Eventbrite or through our Facebook page or website at Old Bakery Beer.
Thank you so much, Lauren, for stopping by. Congratulations on 10 years, and I can't wait to celebrate with you guys soon.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. We'll take a quick break on this Monday morning. More Daily Show right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.